IL. So yesterday we stopped at the packages. So in the packages we can use this specification and body. So we'll create some other sample packages here. So create or replace package PK3 is procedure EMP join. So with this parameters P employee number data type and P name varchar2 P job varchar2 P salary number P department number number data type. So how many we are passing? These are all in parameters only. Okay, employee number, employee name, job type, salary, and department number. 5 parameters we are passing. And for another procedure, EMP resign, only one parameter passing here. So all are in parameters only. So there is no out parameter here. So this is one package specification. So with this package body, what we are creating is create or replace package body. PK3 is procedure. EMP join with the same parameters is begin insert into. So in this procedure, we are doing the insert into statement into this XXEMP test table. So for that, we'll verify that any data is there in this table. Extract from this table name. So there is 2 records are there. I'll do truncate these records. So truncate table name. So now there is no data in this table. So what I am doing with the package body, I'm trying to insert the records into this table. So columns are employee number, employee name, job, salary, department number. Values P underscore employee number, P underscore employee name, P underscore job, P underscore salary, P underscore department number. Commit. That means after inserting this, commit we are using. Next procedure, employee resign. EMP resign, P underscore employee number. So in this, begin delete from XX EMP test where employee number is equals to P underscore employee number. What are the employee number we are passing that we are going to delete from this table. If SQL percentage not found, then DBMS output employee deleted successfully. Else if SQL percentage not found. So here if SQL percentage found, then it is deleting the record and updating the statement as employee deleted successfully. Else SQL percentage not found, then DBMS output no employee. You can say with that EMP number. Okay, and if and PK3. So it's the simple package we are creating. Already package specification compiled. Now we are compiling the package body. So package body also compiled. Then how can we execute this one? So using the execute statement, we can execute. Why? Because there is no out parameters are there. So that execute pk3 dot emp join. I'm calling first procedure 100 a software 300 department number 10. So now you can check the table. Now one record got inserted. Okay. So I'll insert one more record. So using the package name dot procedure name, I am inserting the records into this table. Okay. So now what I will do, I will call the another procedure, that is execute pk3 dot emp resign. Okay. So I need to pass the employee number, so that I will pass 100 here. Okay. For this procedure, we are passing the employee number here. From this table, I am having the two records now. Now I'll pass the execute pk3 dot emp resign 100. That means whenever the employee resigns, I will pass this information, so that this procedure will package will delete the records from this employee table. Now you can check this table. There is only one record. Okay. So like this, you can create a package as based on your requirement. So first you have to create the package specification. After that, you have to create the package body. So whenever any change in the package body, you have to recompile it. So whenever any change in the, that means procedure name or procedure parameters, so then you have to recompile with the package specification also. Otherwise, only change in the logic, then you can compile procedure package body only. That is enough. Okay, one more example I will give. So create or replace package pk5 is procedure p13 department number, in number, p total, out number. So here we have the out parameter also in this procedure. So only one procedure in the package, and for this we are creating the package body. Creator replace package body pk5 is procedure p13 p department number, in number comma p total, out number is begin. Select count star into p underscore total from emp, where employee number is equal, well, department number is equals to p underscore department number. DBMS output p total and end. So when I execute this one, package body compiled successfully. So how can you call this package? So you have to call the package dot procedure, but here execute command won't work because there is a out parameter, so that we have to call in the anonymous block. So the anonymous block declare x number begin pk5 dot p13 of 10 comma x. Okay. So this is the procedure name, sorry, package name, and this is the procedure name. And for this procedure, we have to pass the in parameter and out parameter. So in parameter, we are passing the department number 10, and for the out parameter, x I am passing, so that within this x, what are the value comes here in this procedure, that will be saved here. And based on that, it is going to print the x value. That is 3. So department number 10 having the 3 records. Suppose department number 20, then I am getting the records 5. Okay. Why I am getting 2 times here? That means in the procedure also I am having the DBMS statement, and in the anonymous block also I am having the DBMS statement. So that I will comment out in this anonymous block. So then we run this, and I am getting this only one time here. Okay. This is about the packages. Coming to in the packages, we have the global variables and local variables. So till now we are not defined any global variables in this package. Okay, so first if you see this, all the examples we have the local variables only we are defining. So what is the global variable? It is one of the variable which is used to define in package specification and implementation in the package body. That variable are called as it is a global variables. That means the global variables can be utilized in the any of the below procedures. What is that means? Suppose if you are using the three procedures in a package, within the three procedures you can use that global variables. But when you define in the within the procedure, so that variable is called as the local variable. That means suppose if you mention the variable in this procedure P13 only, that means that will be available for this P13 only procedure. So local variables, it is a one of the variable which is used to define in the programs, that is in the procedures or functions, and implement within the program only. That means within that procedure only this variable goes to work. Whereas when you declare a global variable, that can be utilized in the anywhere in the function or procedure within that package. Suppose if you see this, create or replace package pk1 is number, a number, assignment operator 20. This is the global variable declaration. That means in the package specification, this is the package specification, and in this, before the procedures, we are mentioning the variable declaration here. This is called as a global variable declaration. So that means this A can be utilized in the procedure P1 and procedure P2 also. Okay, now package got compiled. Now we have to prepare the package body. Creator, replace package body, pk1 is procedure p1. If you see here, procedure p1 is b number. So I am declaring the one variable in this procedure p1, assignment operator 100. So begin DVM's output dot put underscore line of local variable is b value I am printing, and global variable a is a value I am printing. Okay, so here I have defined only one variable here. If you see in the package body, under the procedure, this is the one variable. And where is the A? So A is defined in the package specification. And procedure P2 is begin. So there is no variables in this procedure P2. But I am using this global variable A. Okay. So I compiled it. So how will you call this? Execute pk1 dot p1. Then I'm getting local variable is b is 100, global variable a is 200. So in this procedure, did we define any variable? Only b variable only we defined, a variable not defined in this procedure, package body under this procedure. In the package specification, we have defined, and this is called as a global variable. Same way if you use the pk1 dot p2. So then it is global variable is 200, it is printing. So here if you see within this procedure, P2 there is no variable defined, but still I am getting the a value using the global variable. So we'll have an example here. So create or replace pk2 is a number, procedure p1, b number, c number, function f1, b number, c number, return number. So that means one global variable one procedure and one function we defined in this PK2 procedure and package. Okay. Now again we are going to create the package body. Create or replace package body PK2 is a procedure P1, B number, C number. Begin A assignment operator B plus C. So here in this, if you see, only this is the parameters we are passing B, C, and we are assigning that B plus C value into A. Where is A means A is specified in the global variable and printing this A value. Okay. So this is the procedure. And coming to the function F1, B number, C number, return number is begin A assignment operator B into C. That means multiplication of this values storing into this A variable and return A. Return A means whatever the value here it is assigned for A, that is going to return at the end. And end F1 and PK2. So execute PK2 dot P1. What will happen? So here we have to pass the values here. So we have the parameters, in parameters are there. For that we have to pass the values. So that suppose I am passing 10, 20. Then addition of two numbers is 30. Same way you can call this execute pk2 dot f1. Can we call that? Now how to use the select statement. Select pk2 dot f1 of 5, 3 from 0. That is output is 15, it is coming. So when I am using this output, I am getting in the script output window. But if I want to use in the anonymous block, then declare one variable name, so also x number begin and within the begin and end x I have to call the function, that is pk2 dot f1 of 5, 4 this time I will give. Okay. So here in this function we are not printing any using the dbms output statement in this package under this function, so that I can use this here dbms underscore output dot underscore line of that x value I am going to print. That's it. So when I use in the select statement of when I'm calling the function in the select statement, I'm getting in this value output here, but I wanted to display this in the dbms output, then I have to call in the using this anonymous block. Then it is giving in this 5 into 4, 20. Okay. And you can add some other words multiplication of the two numbers is 5 number, that is x. Okay. So whenever there is a out parameter, you have to use the anonymous block only compulsory. Whenever there is a only in parameter or without the parameters, you can call the procedure within this package using the procedure execute package name dot procedure name. So one more last example I'm giving for this packages. So procedure or function overloading. So what is that? Procedure or function overloading means overloading refers to the same name can be used for the different purposes that we are implementing overloading procedure through packages only. These procedures having the same name and also different type of arguments. So procedure or function overloading means that is when we are using the same name in the procedure name or function name in the within the package, then it is called as the procedure or function overloading. So if you see here, create or replace package pk3 is a procedure pk1, sorry, procedure p1 of a number comma b number, procedure same p1 of x number y number. So then package specification is created. So we want to create the package body. For that, here in the procedure name is same for the both the procedures. So now I'm going to create the package body. Create or replace package body pk3 is the procedure p1 a number comma b number is c number. Begin c assignment operator a plus b, dbms output c value I'm printing here, and procedure p1 again x number y number is z number. Begin x assignment operator, sorry, z assignment operator x plus y, dbms output z printing. So that means here whatever the number we are passing for the parameters, we have to be specific here. Suppose if I am going to execute this procedure, so there is only in parameter, so that I can use the execute pk3 dot p1, correct? So is the package pk3 and procedure name is p1, but I want to pass the two values for this a and b values. So that suppose I am passing the 15 comma 2. So execute pk3 dot p1 comma 2 parameters I am passing here. So then it is throwing the error. Why? Because too many declarations of the p1 match this call. That means in the package we are using the same procedure name and but different arguments here. So then it is confused with this which procedure I need to call here, or to which procedure I need to pass these values. Then you have to be specific here. Then you have to use the variable name here a like this. You have to pass the a value 15 and b value 2 like this. You have to specify the variable names here, parameters. What are the parameters using for this procedure? In this first procedure we are using AB and second procedure XY I am using. So that I have to pass this one. Then only it will execute this one. Suppose what I will do, I will multiply here. Instead then it will be easy. So compare the package body. So now I am using this first procedure. I am calling the procedure P1 with the arguments which are A and B. Now I will go to assign the same here, but I will use a different variable, and that is x y variables I am going to use. Then what it will do? It will pass these parameter values to this procedure here. And what are the mentioned here? Multiplication we are doing here, so that 15 into 2, that is 30 it is getting. Okay. So procedure name is same here. Package dot procedure name is same, but arguments are different. So then we have to pass the argument names here like this. For this argument, this is the value. For this argument, this is the value. Like that, we have to pass. Then only procedure will be executed. So this is called as a procedure overloading or function overloading. So that means with the same procedure name or same function name is there, then you have to pass the variable name. What is the variable name that you have to pass like this? Then only it will be executed. Okay. This is about the packages. 9 differences, packages and procedure. What is the difference means? how many procedures you want to implement. All procedures you can name in the package specification, and you can implement in the package body altogether. Okay, so that is called as a one package. Suppose if you want to implement three procedures and three functions, in the specification you have to mention procedure 1, procedure 2, procedure 3, and function 1, function 2, function 3. So, and in the body we have to implement what is the logic under the procedure 1, procedure 2, and procedure 3. Same way under the function F1, or what are the name for the function name, what you are going to do in this, that logic you have to implement in the package body. So, and can the difference is another is whenever there is a out parameter, you have to use the anonymous block only. That is for the either for the procedures or packages or functions. Any of these, if there is any out parameter is there, so you have to use the anonymous block only to execute that. So with this packages are completed. Next topic we have the dynamic SQL. So any doubts in the packages?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Instead of is in syntax, you apply yes as. A quite difference. If you have any quite difference,
Here,
yeah.
no difference. There will not be any difference. Okay. So compile it, executing it is working. Okay. Same way. There will not be any difference. Either you can use is or you can use as. So in the body I'm using is in the specification I'm using is in the body I'm using the as. No change. Either way you can use. Okay. So what is dynamic SQL? So it is a dynamic SQL is a programming technique to build the SQL statements at runtime. Okay. So both compilations and executions happens at the runtime. It will be useful when we don't have the values or columns of table names till the runtime. Okay. So generally, if you want to drop the table, what you will do? So you will use the drop command, drop table. Will mention the table name. This is called as a static SQL. So here we are having the employee, table name. It is already mentioned. But you don't know the table name, so you want to drop the table name. At the runtime only you have to pass this instead of the table name. Here we have to pass the any name for the runtime. Then only it is called as a dynamic SQL. Now suppose if you are using the select star from EMP. This is also static SQL. So it will compile and it will execute the output and it will give you the result here. Okay, but this table name I want to give it the runtime, then it is called as a dynamic SQL. So how it works? So suppose instead of the, I will take some variable table name, I will take it like this, tname. As element operator, I can say the runtime I will pass the ampersand, and that means what it will do when you use this ampersand, it will ask you the at the runtime pass the table name, then only it will take that name and it will replace that in the drop command. Suppose if you are using this drop table name, Instead of the table name, I'll pass this T name. Okay. So in the one variable, I'm taking the passing the runtime variable here. This is the for this variable, I am passing the table name and while execution. So this is if you are giving drop table name, this is the static SQL. So suppose if I am giving drop table, this is the variable name. Instead of the T name, this is the variable name I am passing here. So that means in this variable, whatever the value we are passing at the runtime, that value will be replaced here dynamically. This is called as a dynamic SQL. So dynamic SQL is useful when we don't know the table name or column name until the runtime. Dynamic SQL commands are DDL and DML, DQL, DCL can be executed by using the execute immediate statement. Okay. Execute immediate after that statement. In the dynamic SQL, so to execute the DDL commands or DML commands, DQL or TCL commands can be executed using this execute immediate command. So execute immediate means we have to use the execute immediate for executing DDL commands inside any PLSQL block. Okay. So in the PLSQL, when you are executing the any DDL commands, you have to use the execute immediate command. So why? Because in the PLSQL blocks, normally DML operations without any problem it will be executed. But coming to the DDL means it will deal with the structure of the table. So that structure of the objects it will deal. So that we have to use the execute immediate command before the DDL commands. So if you want to execute SQL data definition such as create, alter, drop, truncate, and data control statement like grant and revoke, we cannot directly use DDL statements like in the PLSQL block. So to use this dynamic execute immediate dynamic SQL command, we have to pass this. So suppose if I want to create a table in the using in the anonymous block or in the PLSQL block, so what I have to do is, so first I have to use the begin. PLSQL block means we have to use the execution section, that is within this begin and end. We have to write the code. So anonymous block means we have to use the declare begin and end only. So but if there is any variable declaration is there, then only you can use the declare command, declare keyword. Otherwise, no need to use the declare keyword. That is optional only. But coming to the PLSQL block, begin and end is the must. That is the execution section is the compulsory. That is mandatory. So in the normal, when you want to create in the SQL, what you will do? So simply you write a create table name you will write. And within this column 1, column 2, you will mention and close it. Data type you have to mention. Size. So like this you are creating any table. But coming to the PLSQL block, if you use the same drill, suppose I am going to create a table xx underscore emp underscore 08. That is 8 only, okay. 8. So with the employee number, data type, comma, name, shortcut of 20. Okay. So now I'm going to create this table. So create table xxemp underscore 08, employee number data type, employee name varchar2 of 2. work out of 20 and end. This is the block. This is the one block. So what will happen when I use this one?